Avem tot ce trebuie. Calming. Hai să continuăm și cu jocul acesta, că lăsăm în spate. Asta mă interesează mai mult. Bun, hai la misiune.
Ого! Рад тебя видеть, Игорь. Слушай сюда. У меня есть просто ошеломительный план.
Ну да.
Stai că nu e ok. Trebuie să intru aici ca să meargă engleza.
Stop bitching and be grateful there's someone here to do the thinking when you're not around. Anyway, listen up. I think the time has come to kill off the biggest knobber of them all.
Oh, the suspense is killing me. Who's on your shit list today?
Drum roll, please! General Kozlov, the single biggest NAR twat of them all! Time to end his miserable life, pay back for what he did to my friends, and for his other shameful deeds, of course. Can't forget that.
You've got friends? That's new.
Very funny. This fucker and his cronies iced my boys. Don't you ever joke about that. You fucking hear me? His lapdogs captured us, tortured us. I got lucky. They just beat the ever-loving shit out of me and left me to die.
What happened? You never wanted to talk about it before.
Having electrodes clipped to your dong is not something you want to relive with casual acquaintances. The five of us set up this warehouse together. It was me, Zina, Yuri, Ludmila, and Igor. Like yourself, we were the fucking Pripyat Five. Respected businessmen. And women. We provided, essential goods and services for those who needed them. When NAR showed up, we tried to negotiate with them. But to this decrepit 20th century commie Kozlov, we were just a bunch of hippie anarchists and drug dealers. Anyway, a perfect opportunity to exact revenge on this cocksucker's approaching. He's gonna give some kind of motivational speech to his private army of knobbers outside in Lenin Square.
This sounds like a real opportunity. Taking Kozlov out is the only way to stop him from interfering with our plans. And to make him pay for his crimes, obviously.
As much as I admire clean work, shooting him like a lame deer would be a mistake. We should make him talk first, learn everything we can so we can better prepare for our heist. Passwords, codes, guard routines. After we have what we need, then we off him. I also want to ask him about my brother. I need to know why he went to the trouble of killing Ruslan when he was just asking for a job.
We are going to pull the Rat King's teeth, one by one. Kozlov is one of his shiniest fangs and sharpest. But we should question him first. Killing him straight away would waste all the work we put into exposing his big plans, and the end of the world, and all that.
I agree on one point. Kozlov must die. But we don't have time for fun and games. Just dispose of him quickly and get out. Maybe he does deserve to suffer, and perhaps he has some intel we could use. But the only way to make sure he can't interfere is to kill him right away. That's what I recommend.
Bun, deci face să vorbească. După care... Vai.
We need Kozlov alive. I'm open to suggestions.
I can definitely help with that. The actual camp is located in Energetic, the former palace of Kocha. There are two ways in. The main entrance is probably guarded, of course, but they only post 2 guards at the side door. You know the place, right?
Yeah. I lived here a long time ago, but some of the details are fuzzy.
It's not complicated. Those NAR fuckers just walked in and make themselves at home. The front entrance is a no-go, but the side door will be a breeze. The guard detail is very light, insultingly so. And that's where you come in, or go in, or whatever. Kozlov's digs are on the top floor. Once you get inside, it shouldn't be hard for a man of your talents to slip past the guards. Security is a bit of a joke, like every fascist you ever met. They got cocky. They're not expecting anyone to snoop around. And remember, most of them will be distracted by Kozlov's speech. Maybe he'll even put them to sleep for us.
This is a great opportunity, Mousy. The Rat King's minion will be vulnerable, alone, just waiting for you. The time has come to instill the fear of the great rat catcher in their black and shriveled hearts.
Okay, I'm ready to talk to Kozlov.
De ce o aici? Nu, 3 are ăsta. E mustache. Cine mai tipa? Oliver. Și tipa aici. Și aici, las că merge.
Kozlov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless, but hardly a mastermind. Despite his civilized appearance, he may just be a mad dog, unleashed by the NAR. Still, you could probably learn a lot from him. He could be your ticket into the power plant.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho old geezer, Terracan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
Am plecat fără
You may
gloanțe.
be far from divine enlightenment, Sashko, but your heart is in the right place.
It's probably a rat or something.
Mamă, cât sunt aici. De aici e ok să mergem. Nu, de ce Oliver nu prea e bine? Bad. Deci pe aici sau puțin mai la dreapta. 6 soldați. E că nu știu care mă vede.
Wonder what the quartermaster made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish. I wonder what's for dinner. Hope it's not that fucking pea soup again.
Oh, deci unul e acolo. Și ar fi o intrare în dreapta. Oh, în 5 nuanțe, tot e bine. Oh, am barus aici, hai.
I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mousies like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousy. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousy.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Where are we going for our honeymoon, Igor?
Honeymoon?
Ce frumos e
You
îmbrăcată.
did start planning it, right?
Of course, I
Normal.
have.
So?
I was thinking of Sochi, Yalta, perhaps Gagra.
Kagra! The Soviet Monte Carlo for party apparatchiks? Over my dead body?
All right, all right. Sochi it is then.
Bun, deci coborâm. Avem de mers. Normal că nu se poate. Ce asta cu salvarea n-am înțeles-o nici până acum. Care-i scopul? Că dacă mor, mă bagă de aici. Ok, deci merg bine. Mă, ne-i treaba, du-te. văzut, nu cred. Nu cred cum am scăpat. De aici?
Another hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell.
Da, mai sunt mulți.
Wonder what the quartermaster made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Dar nu văd nimic. Aici. Hai cu horrorul. Nimic. Hai că o să mă vadă ăsta. Era sigură. Dar câte vieți iau? Niciuna.
He can't be far. We need to locate this asshole.
Bun, hai cu cel... Aia. Dai. Va trebui să urc. Deci pe aici, hai că este prea mult. Aha, uite generator aici. Mi-ar trebui și mie altceva.
Find him before he gets away. Enemy spotted! Got you now, stalker! Pronto! He's behind cover! Flank him! It's just one guy! One guy! Get him!
Ești tu la fel. Mamă, acum vin toți. Dar nu-l văd. Uite-l acolo.
Tango's behind cover. Careful. He's behind cover. Flank him. He's over there. Over there. It's us or him, boys. Shoot to kill. He's behind cover. Flank him.
Ah, hai după el.
Tango's behind cover. Careful.
Bun. Deci eu vreau cu frumosul și ei nu vor. Așa, unde e misiunea?
Okay, I'm at the generator.
Cut the power.
The shadows are out. Fucking hell. Fire! Fire at will! Target the head! Over there! Keep shooting! More of them are coming! Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator must have opened the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously, though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
Bun, și acum?
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov. This conversation is not going to go the way you think.
Really? And here I thought you were a civilized man, a gentleman and a scholar. Was I wrong? Regardless, my men are waiting outside the building. You're trapped. I will be very interested to see how you handle this situation.
Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay. I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
Mai grav. A ajuns ăsta.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Corect. Da.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department. But I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man to man, Professor Kaminyuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care.
I don't like this one bit. Let's put an end to this, and fast.
You should be careful with that one, Kaminyuk. Women are often far more cruel than men. I've seen her kind in... well, it hardly matters. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
Ce rea e, e
Are
fetița
we done
asta.
with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Kozlov. That would be a mistake.
Cred că e copilașul ăla de acolo.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kaminyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the
Parcă zis că
authority in this
știe.
area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kaminyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into a trillion-dollar business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you. But as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Cernobilyte myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look,
I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again. What is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of trumps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are, right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game, and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return, and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
It's too dangerous to let him live. I believe we already agreed on that.
I want to ask him about Rustling Fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Okay, hai kill.
Sorry. I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
No.
Mikhail, you deserve to have your revenge.
Thank you, my friend. You can go now. I can take it from here. Trust me.
God, no! This is... Please! I don't deserve this!
But you said you didn't remember who I was. Let's see if I can refresh your memory.
God damn you, Kaminyuk! Not this sociopath! I'm begging you! Kill me! Just kill me, please! Anyone!
And from the past. With the past. E bun, și... E adevărat că scopul era altul.
They are close, Mousy. I can hear them screech.
Rats, you mean? You think those furry buggers can eat...
But something is amiss.
Is he gone?
He's never truly gone.
What?
It's like the cobwebs are all blown.
What do you remember?
Our hospital. People and myself. I'm strapped down too. I don't belong here. Let me out.
Calm down. Everything's going to be fine. It's all in the past now.
You can't keep me here against my wishes.
Tarakan, please. You're safe now.
What?
Mikhail's
Frumos
warehouse.
stai
Nobody is
probleme.
safe from the rat.
Yeah.
That.
Hey there.
But of course I can.
N-are
Actually,
nimic asta. Oliver nu mai zice nimic. Oh.
Do you have a med kit? If you don't, can you find one? I'm injured.
Aoleu.
Igor, for fuck's sake, man! It hurts bad! I need a med kit! That's so much better! Woo! Thanks, pal!
Mikhail, you've been around. You could teach me something.
Perhaps a gathering and prepare.
Gathering. Hai, așa.
Perfect. Let's do it.
What are we doing again? Ah, yes, I remember now. I'm going to teach you how to scavenge for supplies. It's very fucking important that a true stalker can recognize all the different kinds of herbs and mushrooms, right? You also need to know how to spot useful stuff, like electronics or parts. You feel me? Very fucking useful. You can use this shit to build something really badass. But you also need to be fast. You can't be wandering around like an idiot, or something will come up and bite you in the ass. That's why we're gonna time this exercise. I'll give you 60 seconds to find anything usable. I don't care if you're ready or not. 3, 2, go! Tick-tock, Igor! You got 40 seconds left! Time is of the essence! 20 seconds left!
E gata, că nu merge să mai iau. Am luat tot.
Get them scrawny legs pumping,
Ah,
Professor!
man.
10 seconds!
Lasă-te bine.
Time's up! Come on, Igor! Let's show our studio audience how you did! Not bad for an ancient scholar from a past era. Not bad at all. We're done here, Igor. Well done. Good to see that big fat brain of yours doesn't get in the way of some real action.
Do you have a moment, Igor?
Sure. What do you need?
I was wondering about that deranged old hobo I did the Duga radar gig for.
Tarakan?
Yeah, some of the things he said in passing makes me think there's more to him.
More than a demented techno-shaman with a knack for spy stuff and an unhealthy obsession with rats?
Funny. But yes, I think he uses that stuff as a shell, into personal armor. There's something underneath all of that. When I was in Budrakia prison, I met some guys doing time for political stuff. They told me how in the olden days, high-level, disloyal types were committed to a nut house. I mean, what's up with that, right?
It had more to do with protecting the whole system than punishing one person. The people in charge wanted to send a message that it was insane not to believe the Soviet Union was the best country, or countries in the world.
Yeah, insane. Did you know any rebels like that?
I don't think so. Why?
There was this rumor about someone important who was about to blow the whistle on the Duga project. He got chucked into the loony bin before he could speak up.
Really? Who do you think it was?
Beats me. The official reason was a mental breakdown after the Chernobyl disaster. Convenient timing, if you ask me. We probably won't ever know who it was. Lobotomies and drugs will turn your brain to mush.
Hey, Sasko,
About what? I can show you a thing or two.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Hello, partner. Today I'll teach you the correct way to handle a shotgun. This bad boy really packs a punch and can knock
Ah,
down
que
even the
simplu.
sturdiest opponent, but I suppose you already know that. You do watch action movies, right? You
Nu
don't need to
prea.
be a sniper to shoot this thing effectively, so that's something. The shotgun has considerable spread, so you may as well leave your glasses at home. But let's get to it. Fire when ready. Outstanding work, Igor. If this business with your fiancée doesn't pan out, I suggest you take up a glamorous life of crime. Breaking Bad could be fun for a professor emeritus like yourself. I think you've done enough for today. The rest will come with time and practice. I'm not accustomed to doling out praise, so try and appreciate it. You did good during your training. Nice job.
Da, mersi, mersi. 213. Mamă, ce am aici? E și el puțin stresat, văd. Dar nu știu, armura mea mai are ceva? Nu-mi dau seama. Cred că nu mai are. Bun, hai să facem alta. Unde era? Protection. Asta mă interesează. Are you sure you want to end the day? One of your companions medical attention. Cine? Cred că Olga n-a vorbit cu ea.
I need to talk to you, Igor.
Sure. Is something troubling you?
Memories. According to my mom, life was actually pretty good around here before the accident.
I know. I used to live here myself a long time ago. The details are a bit blurry, but I have warm feelings about the past.
Right. Then you must know that life in Chernobyl was better than in other parts of this. My mother told me that all the closed cities, the secret cities, offered creature comforts in exchange for secrecy and obedience. It was a privilege to live in such a place. You could always buy whatever you wanted. The streets were safe and the pay was decent. Everybody believed the authorities would protect them from any harm. They were such good comrades, after all. They would have gladly given their lives for this country. And for what? All the cover-ups, the KGB worrying more about appearances and the state secrets than their own people. My mom's friend Katya was living in Kiev at the time of the Chernobyl catastrophe. She was pregnant. And only 1 week after the reactor blew apart, she marched in the May Day parade of 1986. Can you imagine? It wasn't canceled. What a crime. The authorities never warned anyone. They claimed it was completely safe. They didn't give a fuck about them. They just wanted to keep a lid on it. Katya told my mom that by the end of the day, she and her husband had a strange purple tan on their faces and could barely catch their breath. Katya's son was born a couple of months later. He was very sick.
I'm so sorry, Olga.
You should be. You were part of this mess, even if you don't remember it. My apologies, Igor. I shouldn't. I had no right to.
That's okay. These are painful memories. You have a right to be upset.
Pe cine e rănit? Ah, Oliver.
I'm wounded, Igor. Can you get me a first aid kit? Appreciate it. I feel better already.
Igor, I need to tell you something. Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. He calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay. I'll check it out first chance I get.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Mai ieși.
Olga, we've got a situation here.
What's wrong?
Your village.
Aoleu,
It looks abandoned, destroyed, burned down.
nu cred.
What? Oh, God damn it. We'll check it out. Find out what happened.
I'm really sorry, Olga.
Nu cred.
They're all dead.
No.
I don't know what to say.
Do you know how they died?
Some of them were shot, but the wounds don't make sense. It looks like they were executed in their sleep.
No. Are you sure that everyone's gone? What about Kostya? Medved?
I don't know, Olga.
Just take a look around. See if you can find out what happened.
I will.
Ce stă la căldurică, mâncare și echipa ei.
I found something else.
More dead?
No. It's a tape recorder. Your name is written on the tape.
Okay, play the tape, Igor.
My beloved Olga, my sweetheart, I made a terrible mistake. I only wanted you to see what I saw. That Matvey is a tyrant, that he's hiding things from us, and that he was putting everyone in unnecessary danger. I needed to weaken him so I could make things right. For us, I spiked the food. I thought I knew what I was doing, but someone mixed up the pots, and the anesthetic ended in everyone's meals. I woke up to gunshots in the middle of the night. NAR stormed the village and killed everyone in their sleep. Only I survived because I ran. I ran like a coward. I wanted to prove myself to you so bad. My scheming got everyone killed. So this is it. My love. My confession. I was never a religious type, but I will go and ask the dead for forgiveness before I join them. It's the only decent thing left for me to do. Goodbye, Olga.
What? I can't believe it. I can't do this. I can't handle this.
There's more. This is hard for me to say, but I knew Kostya was up to something.
What are you saying?
He wanted to prove himself to you, to show that Matvey wasn't fit to lead. I took him at his word. He promised to help me in my mission.
I'm not interested in your excuses right now. I want you to go to that cemetery and find Kostya.
So you had to blurt out everything just to feel better, huh? It won't help Olga. She has suffered enough.
Una așa, una așa. E comentatorii în jocul ăsta. Cones. Asta că e bine să știe și ea.
Looks like someone did us a solid. Still, we need to find this white powder shit. Huh? You're not talking about the kind you put up your nose? No, we've got that at the base already. This is something else. Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else.
Ce arată că e după clădire. Nu mai înțeleg jocul ăsta. Să fii jos. Bun. Hai să marchez și asta. Să că să am și eu aici ce-mi trebuie.
Olga, I found Kostya. He's...
Yes?
He shot himself. It was quick. I'm so
Lasă
sorry.
mai bine să știe că după să
I
să-l
didn't see
caute.
that coming.
Nobody did. Please give me a moment.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Phosphorus.
Ce repede și-a revenit.
Time, it'll burn everything up. I found my mom there. What's left of
Că
her.
plângea.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Any other secrets you'd like to share?
I didn't want you to know about this place until now. Besides, everyone has secrets. The only question is, how harmful are they?
I'll check the bones, if you don't mind. Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Cernobilyte being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I
O
see you didn't
lipsei.
listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're
Păi,
constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here?
asta chiar m-am întrebat.
Why you're really here?
Chiar m-am
You're
întrebat.
insane. Cernobilyte is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No. You don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used the photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris.
What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else, about my friends.
Friends? Sure. Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talked to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Cernobilyte is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Black Stalker, trofeu câștigat, Bring the Dust. Bun. Hai înapoi atunci. Continuăm povestea.
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart.
Mamă, toată lumea mă laudă, nu cred.
Trust you. But now we know
Bine, Olga e
exactly what
supărată,
we're
dar
up
n-am ce să-i
against.
fac.
Cernobilyte is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
Deci toată lumea e bine. Hai să fiu și eu bine. Niște gloanțe, zic eu. Bun, hai lăsăm. Ok, da, vreau să aflu, hai. Mamă, ce e aici? Pot să urc?
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semenov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Cernobilyte if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multidimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort of antibodies?
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Cernobilyte. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So Cernobilyte is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself. We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semonov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semonov.
It's fascinating, Professor Semonov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Cernobylites' world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a $ sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient Zero is ready.
Dear God, so that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Cernobilyte. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.